Hi, I'm Cynthia Schiller, viewer topic request on how do I stop blocking and unblocking my narcissist? Um, it's a lot of different ways, but it is something that takes mindfulness and it's going to be a struggle sometimes. Our brain chemicals and processes processes are not always acting the way we want them to. And it starts to build up. And, we have something in our head that, possibly things will change, or why are they doing these things? We get a lot of curiosity, like, are they doing this? What's the new supply? And all these thoughts keep building up in our mind that we have to stop um, wondering about the new supply. And it's easier to stop wondering when we don't search social media, because there's going to be something that you're going to additionally implant into your mind that, you know, um, it could possibly change self-esteem issues. Like, are they prettier than me? Or what do they have that I don't have? Whatever is important to you, you're going to connect with. Are they more financially stable? Are they this? Are they that? Um, More athletic, more whatever it would be. So by not implanting things, we're not making it worse. And when thoughts pop into our head, which can happen, that we deal with it and let ourselves know we can't change a situation. When we realize that, you know, the past is the past. And even if we were to get back together, both parties need to work on themselves. So take that out of the picture. And when you build yourself up, you're going to realize what you're worth. And you're going to build boundaries to be treated as your worth. So in this transition, though, it is a lot of I'm strong, nope, I'm not. I'm strong, nope, I'm not. And I get it. It's um, kind of a cycle, but we can't beat ourselves up. So it's just like quitting smoking. That, if you fail, then you don't quit quitting. You just got to keep trying, and you got to give yourselves praise. Like, I made it 6 days this time. I know I can try for more. And when you word it that way too, it should be, I will go a longer amount of time. And that's where the willpower comes in. If you switch from try, and this is where it's like a mental struggle to where you have to choose the right words, because when you try, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, if I was to get married, I won't want somebody to try. We'll try and make it work. I want somebody who's like, no, we will make it work. And that's where the dedication comes in. Because when it has that little crack of maybe it won't work, it's gonna let in what it's kind of like ice between the cracks in concrete, where just let a little in, and it's gonna tear down the foundation. And our foundation of our healing comes from self-talk, comes from willpower. It's easier not to have willpower, easier to go get a cigarette, easier to go get a drink, easier to go party with people, easier to skip work, easier to do this. Willpower, if you can exercise willpower, that's when things happen. But without willpower, it's luck of the draw. So whether it's losing weight, getting in shape, financially stable, there could be things that happen that kind of crack those down, and we got to rebuild them up, but never give up on yourself. So why do we do this? Why do we block and unblock? It's that cognitive dissonance. It's rumination. It's that shared fantasy and differences in perceptions, and forgiving wrongs that were done to us. But if it's a repeated pattern, a lot of times it gets worse. And they left us, or we left them because it got so bad that it's easier usually when you're the one that left, because you had some control in that. And it's harder when they left us. It's hard all around because our hopes and dreams were shattered. But by blocking them, that's sometimes we're at a loss and we want control. What are we going to control? Hit that block. Now you can't get a hold of me. But then we're like, but we want them to. And we have to realize, why do we want them to? Why do we want them to? Have they shown us that they love us? We might want them to love us, but do they? A narcissist won't ever have a deep connection. And they have patterns. If you see all across YouTube, all these people commenting, the patterns are the same. So it comes down to self-control. If you're like, Cynthia, why can't I stop smoking? You're in an addictive pattern. It's what you're used to. And during times of stress, a lot of people, you'll see them chain smoke during times of stress, and then they'll smoke whatever, or out of habit, and sometimes we get trapped. They say healing from narcissistic abuse, they use a lot of the same things as alcoholics or drug addicts to get back on the healing train, because an alcoholic will be tempted. And the only way they're going to heal is if they start controlling their impulses, realizing what's at stake if they continue down that path. So we have to believe in our control. That is our control. That is our protection from pain. But until we let go, that's us not ready to let go. And I just did a video on repenting. That's when you change your mind. And to change your mind, you have to let go. You have to accept. You have to forgive yourself. And a lot of it is control. And then when we feel we don't have control, or our self-esteem is low, that we're craving some dopamine. And there's natural ways to do that. I have videos on that to where you can increase what you're lacking. And some of us may have probably have CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, but some of us may have possibly ADHD or depression. If you're sad for more than 30 days, that's depression. And it's changing our brain chemicals. So it's a struggle. We can either give up on ourselves or continue to heal. So we feel powerless, but are we? It feels like it. When you go through CPTSD, you have brain fog, you're not thinking quite clearly. It can be, impulsive at times where you just want the pain to stop. You see the narcissist as a cause of pain, kind of like if you have a thorn in your side, you're going to take the thorn out. That's what you're focusing on. But a lot of our pain is when the narcissist isn't even around. And we feel that they're still hurting us, but they're not even around. So they are not hurting us. We are hurting because we love them, because we don't understand, because we don't think it's fair. But it's a curiosity thing. And that's why no contact doesn't mean block. It means take it off your phone. And, maybe you'll forget the number. Like some of us still want that maybe, but we start going through the what ifs. What if I didn't block them? Would he have called, or she? And that's where we have to really assess the situation. Do we really want them back? We just want closure a lot of times. And the closure comes from within us, to where we realize we didn't deserve that. So if they're not willing to change, the narcissist has a cycle of abuse. You see what the love bombing and devaluation and discard. And, I'd like you guys to let me know some of the things that you'd like to know more about, because I've done shown brain scan images. I've explained, and I'll continue to do it. the different chemicals in the brain and why we think the way that we think, why the narcissist thinks the way that they think, and, even things about the new supply. But I'm here to help you guys. But blocking and unblocking, we do it because we feel powerless sometimes and we want the power, so we block them. As long as we have unhealed trauma, that cycle is going to continue. And it's kind of driving us crazy, isn't it? Where it's like, man, why did I do that? Or I was so strong for a while, that we have to shift the way we talk to ourselves, or just completely take them off your phone. I don't keep chips in the house because I'll eat a whole bag. Um, uh, I do still eat some stuff I shouldn't, but certain things like that. Do we get rid of the things that are tempting? And having a phone number on our phone can be tempting. All I got, and it's different if you take them off hopefully you don't remember their number. When I was growing up, we knew everybody's number. Now nobody knows it. But if you have to take the steps to go find it or search it or ask somebody for it, that it gives you a little more breathing time to, is this really a good idea? As opposed to, oh crap, I let my impulse get the best of me. And we have to remember too, by reaching out, they're going to hurt us. They're not going to reply, or it's going to be superficial. Usually they'll discard again. And, sometimes we might even misinterpret, oh, they said, have a good day. That, they don't have a connection. And when we block and unblock, it's because we don't know what to do. And what we need to do is realize it's in the past. So we'll talk more about that in live chat. We have that coming up tomorrow. Check the date. I don't have my glasses on. It's like the 5th tomorrow. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on, but I'll see you in chat. Or our topic requests are welcome. So our one-on-ones are available. And I hope that was helpful. Believe in yourself. You're a special person and you deserve to be happy.